world is a real crowd, please. Small world, all the friends know of me.
Hey everybody, it's Diandra Marie, and this is Get Your Life, where I put an aspect of your life on blast so you can get it together and ultimately get your life. Now today I'm going to be talking about Valentine's Day, which I'm not sure is celebrated this weekend or next weekend. I mean, it's Tuesday, but it could be celebrated this weekend, next weekend, whatever. Anyway, I need to talk to some of y'all about how you guys be acting when it comes around Valentine's Day season. First off, I gotta touch on y'all single people, because some of y'all just be sad, bitter, or just hating. Now, I understand you want to be sad, maybe you don't have a Valentine, maybe you don't have a boo. It's okay. I mean, most of my life, I didn't either. So, how about you reflect on those times when you didn't have a boo and how happy you were anyway? I understand breakups and stuff is hard. Trust me, I get it. But I don't think it's worth you being sad on Valentine's Day, especially when you're like going into this like melodramatic thing. Oh, I don't have a Valentine, crying and stuff. It's just Valentine's Day. It's one day. It doesn't mean that much anyway. If you really feel like you need to, I don't know, feel the love, go hang out with your friends. But constantly being sad and lonely and borderline miserable, you really need to get your life on that. And then you have people who are super bitter, who it seemed like they hate love even though they was just celebrating Valentine's Day probably up until now. They like, well, Valentine's Day is a pagan holiday, I don't celebrate that, I don't want to go out to eat anyway. First of all, you went out to eat last Valentine's Day and now you're bitter because you don't have a Valentine's this year. Maybe it didn't work out. I get it, but you don't gotta be all bitter about it. Don't hate love just because you had one failed relationship or one failed Valentine. It's really not that serious. You need to get your life. And you talking all reckless as if you wasn't just doing that the previous year. It's on Instagram. It's on Twitter. We saw you celebrating. You can try to delete it if you want, but that's why we have screenshots. And then you have some people who just straight up just hate looking at people, what they getting for Valentine's Day and what they doing. Oh, he got her a watch, I could buy my own watch. Oh, he took her there, I could pay myself to be there. Then do that then. Since you want to hate, you could do the same thing. Treat yourself for Valentine's Day. Didn't nobody say that you had to be with somebody on Valentine's Day? Do you love yourself? Then spend time with yourself. I don't care what you do on Valentine's Day, but all that extra hating, you really need to get your life. I wouldn't say it's bitter. You're just being a hater, because at least when you're bitter, you've probably experienced Valentine's Day in some way, shape, or form. But when you're hating, you almost just sound like you've never had a Valentine's Day. You just don't even know how good it could be. Just chill. Your Valentine will come around too. Your man or woman will buy you a watch and take you to that nice restaurant. It's okay. And until then, go ahead and be that strong, independent woman you could be, girl, until somebody can take you there. But don't be hating. You need to get your life. And now I have to even touch on people who have Valentines. Now, I'm not talking about people who are in relationships who that person is their default Valentine. I'm talking about people who literally don't have no, I guess, serious relationship with this person, but they just ask, hey, you want to be a Valentine? Do you have one? Okay, great. Let's go out for this one day or one weekend. I would prefer a day though if you're not dating them. Okay, so first of all, stop expecting some grand gesture for someone that you're not even dating seriously, okay? They don't have to take you to the most expensive restaurant. They don't have to take you to a spa. They don't have to, get you your little horse and carriage ride and a limo and whatever else you expecting, girl. They not with you. And boy, they not with you. Don't be expecting something grand, and you don't have to be pressured to do something grand for Valentine's Day. It's just Valentine's Day. And then on the other side of the spectrum, you ask someone to be your Valentine's Day. I'm sorry, but it's 2017 and we are all grown here. Stop taking your Valentine to McDonald's, getting them just a corny card, like one of them dollar store cards that just say, yeah, happy Valentine's Day, and a picture of like two bears or something. Or some of y'all just do the bare minimum. Some of y'all really think that sex is like the Valentine's Day gift to give. I'm sorry, again, it's 2017, we're all grown here. If it wasn't Valentine's Day, you probably still give it. So you're not doing anything special. And then some of y'all just don't do nothing. Hey, let's be Valentine's Day for the title. What's that? What is the point of just so you can say I have a Valentine? Get your life. Grow up. Again, it is 2017. Like, maybe, I don't know. I know there's not guidelines for Valentine's Day, but there is like an underlying criteria of what's expected for Valentine's Day. And another thing, just because you spend a Valentine's Day with someone, does not mean you should be expecting some sort of title. Don't play yourself. Don't fool yourself. Valentine is strictly a Valentine. Keep it at that. Don't expect nothing more and don't expect nothing less. When you expect something like that from a Valentine's Day, like, just think of it as any other date. If you went on a date with somebody one time or maybe a couple times, would you just automatically assume that you guys are gonna start taking it to the next level? No, you need to get your life, girl. So all in all, if you fell in any of those categories, you need to get your life. Girl, it is okay to be sad, but don't be sitting there torturing yourself over Valentine's Day, which it doesn't have to hold any weight if you don't want it to. It really doesn't. Also, you don't have to hate on Valentine's Day. If you don't want to celebrate it, that's fine. But don't hate on people that do. Like, especially if it's a personal preference, get your life on that. And lastly, if you have a Valentine, that's great. Make it purposeful, but it doesn't have to be some super duper grand gesture if you're not even really loving the person, you're not even really dating the person like that. So please, for this year, next year, and the years coming, get your life. Now, if you want to follow me on all social media, it's Diandra Marie, or you could go to www.itsdiandramarie.com. You can see my past interviews, event coverage, new show with my friend Rolanda, You're Gonna Regret This, and subscribe. And that way you can keep up with anything new that's posted. You'll get an email notification right away. And until next time, get your life. Sheesh. Want people to buy you the world, but you're not even together. Or you hate it. Get your life.